Okay, we'll start in child's pose. So sitting back on your heels, bring your forehead down to the mat. Your knees can be wide or close together. Arms can be in front or reaching towards your heels. Whatever feels more comfortable for you. And take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Feeling your body relax. Your tailbone moves closer towards your heels. Chest moves closer towards the floor. Connect with your breath. Take a moment here to create your intention. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. Start to walk your fingers over towards the right edge of the mat. Forehead can come back down to the mat, stretching out the left side of the body. Option to grab your left wrist with your right hand, pulling gently on the wrist for more of a stretch. Keeping your sit bones pulled towards your heels. Start to walk your hands back through center. And then walk your fingers to the left side of the mat. Forehead comes back down. Option to grab your right wrist. Gently pulling. Create more of a stretch. You might feel it in your arm or shoulder, or maybe down your ribs or your side. And walk your hands through center. Spread your fingers wide, push your palms into the mat. Lift the elbows up off the mat, engaging the shoulder blades here. And then shift your weight forward into tabletop. Wrists come under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale, look up, drop the belly. Exhale, around the spine, tuck the chin. Moving through cat-cow. Move at your own pace here. With every inhale, look up. With every exhale, tuck your chin around the spine. Option to pause at the end of your inhale or exhale. Maybe pausing for a moment with a rounded spine. See how that feels. Inhale, look up. Exhale around your spine. Coming to neutral spine. Lift the right arm up. Inhale, open up to the right side. Exhale, spread your arm underneath the left arm, coming down onto the right shoulder and ear, or thread the needle. Option to extend your left arm overhead or wrap behind your back. And bring your left hand back in front of your face. Push through the palm. Inhale, open up to the right. Right arm comes up to the sky. And exhale, bring your arm down to the mat. Taking the other side, inhale, lift the left arm up. And exhale, thread the arm underneath the right, coming down onto the left shoulder and ear. Take whichever arm position you like with the right arm. Stretching out the shoulders here, taking a gentle spinal twist, warming up the spine. Bring your hand back in front of your face. Inhale, push through your right hand. Lift the left arm up, open up to the left. And exhale, bring your hand down to the mat. Extend your legs back, coming into plank pose. Option to stay in full plank or drop the knees. Keeping the core engaged, legs engaged, push through your shoulders. Remember to breathe here. And bring your hips back and up into downward dog. And start to pedal at the knees here, bending one knee at a time. Walking at your dog. Relax your head, shake it yes, shake it no. Spread the fingers wide, pushing evenly through the hands and the feet. And then come to stillness, push both heels down towards the mat. Inhale, look forward, step to the top of your mat, and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Feet can be about hip width apart or big toes touching. Option to grab onto opposite elbows here, or wrapping your legs behind, your arms behind your legs. Relaxing the head and shoulders. Release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up, come all the way to standing, arms up overhead. Exhale, release your hands to your sides. Inhale, reach up overhead. Interlace your fingers, pointer fingers point up. Next, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lean over to the right. Grounding evenly through both feet. Keeping the chest open to the front of the room. Maybe moving a little bit deeper with every exhale. Relaxing your shoulders. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Bring your feet together, bend the knees, sitting into chair pose. Arms can be alongside your ears, straight out in front of you, or palms to heart center. Engage your core, lift the chest, squeeze the legs together. You should be able to see your big toes, maybe shifting the weight back a little bit. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Last inhale. Exhale, fold forward, straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back with the right foot, staying high on the ball of the foot. Sweep the arms up overhead for high lunge. Back leg is straight and strong. You can keep a micro bend in the knee. Front knee is stacked over your front ankle. Bring your left hip back a little bit, right hip forward, squaring the pelvis off to the front of your mat. Last inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Plant your right hand on the inside of your left foot. Inhale, reach the left arm up, opening up to the left. Taking a twist. Stay strong through your legs. Last inhale here. Exhale, bring your hand down to the mat. Spin the back heel down. Foot is parallel with the short edge of the mat. Inhale, windmill the arms up into warrior two. Front knee bends. Back leg is straight and strong. Engage your core, tuck your pelvis under slightly. Working your front knee towards your pinky toe. Push the back edge of your back foot into the mat, lifting up the arch. And breathe. Last inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands onto your hips, straighten the front leg. Turn your toes to face the side. Your toes can come slightly more in than your heels, kind of pigeon-toeing your feet. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hinging from the hips, start to fold forward. Hands come to the mat. Relaxing your head and shoulders. You can keep a bend in your knees here or straighten your legs, whatever feels better. Shift your weight forward a little more into the balls of your feet. And then shift your weight back into the heels. See how that feels. And shift forward again. Maybe fold a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat. Plant your hands, step back into plank or tabletop. Coming all the way down to the mat, option to drop your knees first. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, make your way to downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, step to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Come all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, sitting into chair pose. Keep the chest lifted, core engaged. Shift the weight back slightly. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Last inhale here. Exhale, fold forward, straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step back with the left foot. Coming up to high lunge, arms sweep overhead. Relax your shoulders here, engage your core. Squaring your hips off to the front of your mat. Bring the right hip back slightly, left hip forward. Good. Last inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Plant the left hand on the inside of the right foot. Inhale, lift the right hand up. Twisting open to the right. Keeping your spine long. Pull the belly in. See if you can twist a little bit further. Gaze can stay forward or come up to your hand. Last inhale here. Exhale, bring the hand down. Spin the back heel down. Inhale, windmill the arms up into warrior two. Right knee bends. Engaging the glutes here. Right knee tracks towards the pinky toe. Last inhale. Exhale, bring your hands onto your hips. Straighten the front leg and turn your toes to face the side. Toes point in slightly closer than the heels. Option to grab onto your elbows behind your back or interlace the fingers. Push the palms of your hands together. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hinging from the hips, fold forward. Your hands might come off your sacrum here. Try to keep the palms together. This protects your shoulders. That might mean backing off the pose a little bit. Release your hands to your sacrum and then bring them down underneath your face. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk to the top of the mat. Plant the hands. Step back into plank. Option to drop the knees here, coming all the way down to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, lift the chest. Exhale, make your way to downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Inhale, look towards your hands. Step to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, come all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your hands onto your hips. Ground through the right foot. Pick the left foot up. Coming into tree pose. Sole of the foot can come to the inner thigh or calf, or it can rest by your ankle, toes touching the ground. Work on opening that knee up towards the side of the room. Engage your core, lift your upper body up out of your waist. Dropping your right hip slightly. When you're ready, hands can come to heart center. Or you can reach your arms up overhead. Finding a point to focus on that is not moving. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring the knee forward. Extend the legs straight out in front of you. Keep it lifted as high as you can. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Release your hands. And take a breath in. And exhale. Feeling a difference between your legs. Ground through the left foot, hands come to your hips. Bending the right knee. Come into tree pose on the other side. Check in with your hips. Engage the right glute, opening the knee up to the side. The hands can come to heart center or overhead, whichever arm variation you took on the other side. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring the knee forward. Extend the legs straight out in front of you. Keep breathing for 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Release your hands. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Coming onto your tippy toes, arms straight out in front of you. Come as high as you can. Just take a moment here, balancing on the balls of your feet and your toes. And then start to bend the knees, slowly lowering down. Keep the heels lifted as high as you can. Coming all the way down to the mat. Rolling onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side. Just bring both soles of the feet up to the sky for a moment, straightening out the legs. Relax your arms. This is one of my favorite poses. You can do it against a wall. You can put a cushion under your sacrum. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet down to the earth. Arms long at your sides. Inhale, come into bridge pose, lifting up the hips. Keep your chin away from your chest. Push through your heels. Option to tuck your shoulders underneath you, interlacing the fingers. And release, lift the heels. Slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. We're going to set up for fish pose. So bring both of your hands underneath your bum, thumbs touching, and then sit down onto your hands. Extend your legs. Inhale, look towards your toes, coming up onto your elbows. And exhale, drop the top of your head back. This is a heart opener, stretching out the front of the body, the throat. Not dumping too much weight into the head. Keep your arms active. And to come out of this pose, inhale, look towards your toes. And then exhale, release down. Take your hands out from underneath you. Inhale, reach the right leg straight up to the sky. Interlace your fingers behind the leg and pull it towards your body. Stretching out the back of the right leg. Left leg stays active on the mat. Flex the foot. And with your right ankle, start to make circles in one direction. And the other direction. You can point and flex your toes. And then pull your leg in a little bit closer. Start to walk your hands up. Bring your forehead up to meet your knee. Maybe they can touch, maybe not. And release down. Release your leg down to the mat. Inhale, lift the left leg straight up. Interlace the fingers behind the leg. Pulling the leg towards your chest. Right leg stays active on the mat. And start to circle out the left ankle. And take the other direction. And then point and flex the toes. And pull your leg in a bit closer. Start to walk your hands up. Bring your forehead to the knee. And release. Bring your leg down to the mat. Inhale, reach overhead. Take a long body stretch. And exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Bring your hands behind your head. And relax your head down. Extend the right leg to a hover. Engage your core, pushing the low back into the ground. And then start to sway your right leg side to side, just a couple inches or so. Keeping the low back pushed down, maybe lifting the head. And release the head, bring the knees into the chest. Bring your hands back behind your head. Straighten the left leg to a hover. Engage your core, pushing the low back down. And start to sway the legs side to side. Option to lift your head. And release. Bring your knees into your chest. Bring your arms out into a T and drop the knees over to the right. And then use the strength of your core. Drop them over to the left. And keep moving side to side, using the core to pull your legs over one side and the other side. Next time you're on the right, drop the knees. And relax here. Option to extend the top leg. And you can look towards your left hand. Bring your awareness to your breath. Maybe notice if it's increased a little bit. And try to slow it down. Taking longer inhales and longer exhales. Gaze comes through center, knees come up and over to the left. Option to extend the top leg. Gaze can come to your right hand. Trying to keep the right shoulder pushed down towards the mat. And gaze comes through center. Bring your knees up through center. Start to rock lengthwise on your spine. Making your way up to seated. Roll over your knees, coming into tabletop. And tuck the toes. Make your way into downward dog. Option to take one more flow here, or you can stay in downward dog. If you're flowing, inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, drop down towards the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take a breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Inhale, sweep the right leg up behind you. Exhale, bring the knee in. Right knee comes to right wrist, setting up for pigeon. Left leg is straight behind you. You can take a peek, make sure it's straight. And when you're ready, start to walk your hands forward. Resting your head on something, either the mat, your hands, or fists. Maybe some books or a block. If you ever have pain in this pose, you can take figure 4 on your back. Start to walk your hands back up. Plant the hands, tuck the toe. Coming back into downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg straight up behind you. Exhale, left knee to left wrist. Coming to pigeon on the other side. Right leg is straight behind you. Maybe peeking back, making sure it's straight. Coming straight out of the hip. And when you're ready, start to walk your hands forward. Resting your head somewhere. Breathing through the discomfort. Maybe one hip is easier to hold for a long time than the other. Relax your jaw and relax your forehead. And start to walk your hands back up. Planting the hands, tuck the back toe. Coming into downward dog. And drop the knees. Swing the legs out in front of you. Find your sit bones on the ground, maybe moving some of the flesh of your bum. Feet are flexed, toes point up. Inhale, reach up, long spine. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Hands can come to the mat, your shins, or around your feet. Relaxing your shoulders. Gaze comes down towards your knees. Option to keep a bend in your knees here. And walk yourself back up.
Bring your hands behind you about 6 inches. Fingers can point towards or away. Inhale, lift the hips, point the toes, coming to inclined plane. Soles of the feet connect with the ground. Gaze comes up to the sky. And release down. Slowly lower onto your back. Grabbing onto the feet for happy baby. Push the soles of the feet up to the sky. Relax your shoulders and your sacrum down to the mat. Option to grab the back of your knees instead. When you're ready, bring the soles of your feet together. Drop your legs down to the mat, knees fall out wide. Option to support your knees here with blankets or pillows. One hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. You can close your eyes. Feeling the energy you created through this practice. And connect with your intention. When you're ready, you can extend the legs and arms, coming into Shavasana. Take up as much space as you like. And start to scan your body, starting at the feet, moving all the way to the crown of the head. Noticing any areas that are holding you onto tension. Breathing into that area. And ask your body to release some of that tension. Feel yourself sinking deeper into the mat. If you catch yourself thinking about other things, just bring your awareness back to your breath. Everything else can wait. And take a deep breath in together. Open the mouth, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Start to move your fingers and your toes. Circle the wrists and the ankles. Head can move side to side. Inhale, reach overhead. Legs come together. Take a nice stretch. And exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Bring your head up towards your knees. And roll onto one side, using the bottom arm as a pillow for fetal position. When you're ready, make your way into seated. Hands come together at heart center and tuck your chin slightly. Thank you for practicing with me. May all beings be happy and free. Namaste.